October 26th, 2020 Fluency. Number 1, find the product of 4 5/10 and 2 2/10. So we know that that word product means the answer to a multiplication product, so that means we're going to multiply. All right, now when we multiply, do we have to line up our decimals? No, we don't. So we're going to line them up to the right. In this case, these decimals are lined up, but that will not always be the case, and you do not have to line them up at all. So 4 5/10 times 2 2/10. I'm actually going to move this up a little bit. There we go. All right, now let's multiply through here. We have 2 times 2 times 5, which is 10. Going to carry that 1, drop that 0. 2 times 4 is 8, plus 1 is 9. Now, I am done with that 1. You can either delete it or cross it off. And then I'm done with that 2, and we're moving over a place value, so that means we're going to put a placeholder of 0. All right, now we're going to start multiplying here. Remember, we're ignoring our decimals until the end. 2 times 5 is going to be 10, so I'm going to do that. Well, I'm going to carry that 1 and drop that 0. There we go. And then 2 times 4 is 8, plus 1 is going to be 9 again. Now what do we do with these numbers? Well, we're going to add them up. Add them, add them, add them. All right, so when we add them, we have 0 plus 0 is 0. 9 plus 0 is 9. 9 plus 0 again, or 0 plus 9 is going to be 9. So is our answer 990? No, and we can always check it by saying, okay, well, 4 1/2 or 4 5/10 is almost 5. 2 2/10 is almost 2, or about 2. So if you have 5 times 2, it's going to be about 10. So 990 is not about 10, right? So what do we need to do? We need to count our decimals. Decimals, decimals. Not a curve. I'm going to do a scribble here. All right. So how many places do we have for our decimals? So let's see how many place values. We're going to go in 1 here. And then we're going to go in 1 here. So that's 2 total. So we're going to go in 2 places, 2 digits to the left. In 1, in 2. And our decimal is going to be placed in between that 9 and that 9 to give us an answer of 9 90 or 9 9/10 also is the same thing. You can put your placeholder of 0 after that if you'd like to, but you don't have to. So that's number 1. Let's take a look at number 2. What is the difference between 54 and 1300 and 9 and 217 thousandths? All right, difference. We know that the word difference means the answer to a subtraction problem. So let's do 54. Now, when I'm adding or subtracting decimals, what do we have to do? Line them up. Line them up. So in this case, we do have to line them up. 54 and 1300. Subtract minus, probably put that up a little bit, 9. So our 9 whole numbers in our ones place, our ones digit. Line up those decimals. So we have 9 and 217 thousandths. Now, what can we do here? Since we don't have a number on top of that 7, what can we put there? Oh yeah, we can put a placeholder. All right, let's put our placeholder of 0 here. All right, now we can finally subtract. All right, 0 minus 7, can we do that? Nope, so we need to borrow. So this 3 will become a 2 to make this 0 become a 10. All right, now 10 minus 7 is going to be 3. 2 minus 1 is going to be 1. Can we do 1 minus 2? No, we can't, so we need to borrow from that 4. That 4 will become a 3 to make that 1 and 11. Gonna kind of squish these here. There we go. All right, so 11 minus 2, 11, 10, 9. So our answer will be 9 there. What do I do with that decimal? Drop it low, or drop it like it's hot. Can I do 3 minus 9? No. So I'm going to move this. 3 minus 9 we can't do, so we have to borrow from that 5. That 5 will become a 4. To make that 3 a 13. I need to add more ones, sorry. That 3 will become a 13. And then we have 13 minus 9 is going to be 4. And then 4 minus 0 is going to be 4. And then our answer is simply 44 and 913 thousandths. Awesome job. That is it for our fluency. Great job.